Happy birthday, Granny. I love you. Happy 90th. I can't wait to see you. I hope you enjoy your day. I know you're feeling like you're 20 years old, but take it easy. I really hope to see you soon. All right, love you.
We just wanted to say happy birthday to Granny, man, from her extended family here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. And what's your name? Tell us your name, man.
Hey, I'm Pastor Earl Anderson of Beyond the Walls Outreach Ministries. I'm the pastor of our dear sister, Rose Gray. And so we're just excited and we're thankful for Granny and the life and the legacy. And we just want to wish her a happy birthday.
One more thing, nephew. This is the mother of the church.
Amen.
I just want to say happy birthday to Mother. Happy birthday. I love her and I appreciate her for having this great daughter of hers. She got a good daughter. She's so sweet. She's so loving. And I appreciate Mother for raising her. She raised her well.
So the first thing I got for you is tell me your best memory of Granny or with Granny.
Yeah, my best memory with Granny. All right. So my best memory of Granny is when I had I was scared of Bandit. And she yelled at Bandit. It was just being around Granny, honestly. Her always telling me I love to hear Granny make me some red rice. So it's when I came home my first time at the boot camp and Granny made me a whole pan of red rice to myself. That's probably like one of the best memories I got of Granny.
Hey man, listen, I know that's a good memory because I ain't never got a whole pan to myself.
Whole pan.
Yeah, I ain't never had that. I don't even know what that feel like, but I know what that red rice tastes like though.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that last night. Well, one day, when she was staying on the east, and Clarence the dog, I guess he was feeling some kind of way, and he Bandit the dog was feeling some kind of way, and he tried Clarence, and they started fighting, and Granny had broke that. Granny had broke that. She broke it up real. She broke it up real smooth, and they wasn't fighting no more.
Hey, don't nobody want no problem with Granny, boy.
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She handled that real quick.
Come on, man. We already know the best memory with Granny is when she did Chico in the wall. You know, straight up and down. I don't care what nobody else say. Hands down. I got a lot of great memory with Granny though, but boy, look here. Look here, man. When I seen that hole in that wall, boy, and I knew what it is, and I seen when Chico left the house, man, and how he left, I knew he wasn't coming back. I know he met a major problem. He met a problem in there. It was a problem. They tried to disguise it, but you know, in hindsight, now looking back on it, I knew what it was.
When I was in elementary and we were living here in Oklahoma, I think it was maybe the first or second summer we were here. I went down there to stay with Granny, and we used to watch Walker Texas Ranger and eat ice cream and bread.
All the fun she used to have for us as children, and especially when she used to dig a hole in the backyard, put a foot tub over the wood, and let that get boiling hot, and that good old crab ball
Oh
for
man.
everybody. Yes.
Best memory of Granny. 34th Street. 1319 East 34th Street. Do I even need to say any more?
It's the upside of this, a funny side. I remember the best memory is when we basically used to all gather at 1319 East 34th Street and just used to make dinner for everybody, made sure everybody was straight. Just have a big dinner, and sometimes she was the first one that I ever know to have HBO. So one night we was in watching movies inside her room, and I think it was just me, maybe me and Jamal, and we was watching some R-rated movies, and hey, me and Jamal looked back to see if she was woke, and she was woke, so she knew what we was watching. So I guess she let it roll. So so it was cool. It was cool. And then also the memory was when she had to discipline us, and hey, everybody got what they got equally from her. It was an equal opportunity beat. However, this one time, only once in life, I was able to talk her out of giving me a beat.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
I know, it was amazing because them boys had went outside, and I don't know what they did. I want to say it was Jamie, Pee Wee, and Jamal, and she caught them. But once she catch one, everybody get it. So I was out before I went in the bathroom. And I explained, listen, Granny, I was not there. I did not do it. And I threw all of them under the bus. And she was like, all right, you go on in there and sit down. I did that.
That is too funny, cuz. That's too funny, cuz. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
But that's funny. That's funny.
That was it. It's true story, like a real story.
But that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, listen. He said he threw everybody under the bus, boy.
Everybody.
My best memory with Granny is when we were small, and how she would always make certain that we had items for Christmas and items for Easter, and how she would always make certain that we had equal. No one had any more than the other one. Her love for us has always been uniform. So to remember the times when I was a child, when we were children, and to remember the times when we would go to Hilton Head, and the times when we would spend with Uncle William and his family, and the times that we would go to Effingham County to be with Grandmama and Granddaddy and the whole family. So life has been family oriented. She's always been present. She's always been active in our lives. She's always been dedicated for our growth and development. So those times of growing up, and those times of being able to spend time with family, and to have her so intricately involved in my life and in our lives. The meat of it is that she has always been positive force in our lives, in my life, yeah. And even to the day, today I just would, as an adult, I like going, when I go home, I spend that time with her because I like the conversation, you know, I like the way that we're able to communicate. I like just having that opportunity in spite of all of the business aspects that I go home for, to have that time just to spend sometimes 2 or 3 days, sometimes more than that, and sometimes it's just an hour, but it's valuable time. It's quality time, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My best memory is really before the COVID had hit. Well, after the COVID had hit, and we couldn't go to church, and I actually went to. I had just dropped Tangi off for work. She had to work that morning, that Sunday morning, and I stopped by to see Granny, and you know she was really interested in, you know, because she know I'm a preacher, so I wasn't at church, so let's have church over there. So we end up having church over at her house, and prayer and everything, and she even closed out. So we had a good time, man. We had a little service at me. We had a really good time, man. The Lord really blessed.
Well, my best memory is when Jane was talking about her calves and how she used to wail off and beat their behinds when they act up. That's my best memory.
Our sleepovers. I remember when she used to live over there in them brick apartments behind beside Bartlett. And we used to have our sleepovers, and sometimes I used to sleep in my room, but majority of the time I used to sleep with her. But our sleepovers.
My best memory is that I can think of is I was a young girl. I was in the 5th grade going to Spencer, and I was going to be performing in a program the next morning. And one of the things that was needed is that we needed to have colors that were lively, like limes and orange and yellows. And they had to be in skirts with white tops. Well, I had a white top, but I did not have a wide skirt. So I got up to go to the bathroom during the night, thinking that I was not going to be able to perform, to see Granny sitting up after working 2 jobs, hand sewing this skirt for me so that I could be in that performance on the that morning. And to me, that's a memory I will never forget. Just the dedication she had to giving us the best she could give, even if it meant her giving of herself to the degree that she was already tired, and she still did what was necessary for us so that we could succeed.
When I was growing up, it was more, I was the shy one, I would say. And I love music. And just playing music and then going in the kitchen when she's in there and having her to sing it or try to make a dance move, mm-hmm. and laughing and, just talking about anything and everything and make each other laugh.
Really, when I had my children, because she was there for each one of their verse. So it was nothing like holding her hand, to knowing that everything is all right. And I would say best moment is when I could go to her house and get in her bed with her. If I'm stressed out, and I want to just relax and I want to calm down, I could go to her room and just lay in the bed next to her. I would say that was my best moments right there.
All right. My best memory with Granny is probably when we was doing fireworks on Staley, and somebody tried to light a firework in a can. I don't even remember who did it, but when they lit it, the can tipped over and shot towards the porch. Well, Granny probably skipped 2 steps and was on the top. Yeah, that was probably my best memory with Granny.
Was at Granny's 86th birthday, and she was doing Tootsie Roll down the Soul Train line. After we had a conversation outside, and yeah, we was both filled with emotional joy, happiness, like that, and she was doing Tootsie Roll down the Soul Train line. That was my favorite.
The next thing I got for you is, what's the best advice that Granny has ever given you?
Man, the best advice our Granny gave me is simply by seeing how she lived her life. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't, she didn't have to say nothing. You could just see how she lived. And that's the best advice of all. You understand what I'm saying? Hands down, without even saying nothing. Because a lot of people could say something and then do something different. That's what we do, we people. But then looking at her and seeing her how she lived her life, period, hands down, that's the best. That's the best example you can set for anything, for anybody.
To listen to my mama. Yeah.
That's some good advice. I'll tell you that.
You know, when just hours ago, I was just thinking about us, the 4 girls. And to me, I feel just her strength, her, I think just having I honestly feel like it's like me taking something from her, what I see in what she does, and try to emulate it. And I feel stronger. I feel more confident in the Lord. I feel inspiration from her, because I know life, wasn't easy, but we came through it in a better person by just sitting back, watching her, how she handles things. That's a plus to me.
To just live my life and try to have peace. She gave me this a couple of years ago. I was struggling with a couple of things, and she told me, just live my life and have peace. And those things stuck with me. They've been sticking with me for the past. She only gave it to me maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. She said, don't let nobody take your joy or your happiness. Of course, we all struggle with that, but it really stuck with me. And when she told me that, it really changed my life for the better. And it stuck with me. And that's the best advice she ever gave me. I say that. That's it.
I would say just stay focused, and whatever y'all want to do, just work hard for it. Never give up. Because when I think of Granny didn't never give up with anything she wanted to do. She was a hard worker. Sometimes Granny worked 2 or 3 jobs. So I would say get it, go for it, whatever you want, set your mind to, make a plan and implement it and just go for it. And I think that she lived by that. She lived by that until it was time for her to retire, because you almost had to make her to sit down somewhere.
I remember when she came to the house when the boys were small and my husband hadn't got home yet. So what I did after my kids got through eating, I went to put the dishes up. I washed the pots, put him just put the pots in there. She said, "Where's Buggy food?" I said, "He can fix his own food." She said, "No. Whatever you do, you make sure you do the right thing, no matter what he do. So if it doesn't work, you would have no regrets." And that's sticking with me till today.
The best advice I probably got from Granny probably didn't even come in words. Like Granny just over the years then taught me and showed me no matter what, you can keep fighting, you gonna get through it, no matter what nobody else said, because God got the last word, and Granny living proof. So I stand on that.
It was about, especially when my son was acting up, and she used to ask me, "How you doing?" And, at that point, I'm like, you want to wash your hands on him, man. He be acting so wayward. And it's like, but Granny was like, "How he doing?" "Well, he doing all right." And then when she was like, "Well, you guys just got to continue to pray for him." And she just used to just
It'll get better.
It'll get better. They'll come through, and that was always encouraging, and not to give up on them, so to speak. And because Granny would never give up on us, so to the place where she would tell us not to give up on them.
Wow. It was about 2 years ago, and me and Granny had one of the deepest conversations I ever had in my life with her, because I always felt Granny was always hard on me. And she told me, she's like, "There's a reason why I'm hard on you, because at the end of the day, I never have to worry about you." And when she told me that, it all made sense. And I just love her for that, just always keeping it real with me, and never sugarcoating nothing. So that's something that I definitely cherish with Granny. Just being real honest with me, and now I understand why she was hard on me when it comes to certain stuff. So that's something.
Best advice Granny gave me is to just be yourself and do your best, and don't worry about what nobody say.
The best advice that Granny has ever given me is just to be myself, just to be who I am, be authentic in who I am, and don't start something that I don't plan on continuing as it relates to efforts with people or projects. Think it out first before you even engage to make certain that this is what you want to do.
Don't worry about what nobody else think. Just do what I'm supposed to do, even if nobody even watch me.
I think when I found out I was pregnant, she found out I was pregnant, and then I had seen her, and all she could do was cry and stuff. And she was just, I don't know, like, it just touched me. I don't know. I think it's for that, when she found out I was pregnant.
Her best advice to me was to always in life be a young lady. Regardless of where you are, in your house, at a job, out partying, at a friend's house, in a store, always be a lady. The way that she is taught that we carry ourselves is always with a sense that not only is she watching, but God is watching. And that stuck with me all of my life. It's important to me that even if someone is ugly or says ugly things or curses at me, that I do not respond in a way that is not ladylike. So for me, that's the thing that has formed me and the way that I treat others. So I'm so grateful because it's the value of that was priceless. It really was for me.
Ooh, probably to always be yourself. She was big into that. Be yourself.
Tell me what you think Granny's 90th birthday wish is.
I think that Granny's 90th birthday wish would be just to make it to 90. And with the opportunity to see all of us together and to know that her children are all alive, she's alive, and just to be able to say that I'm 90 and my children, my grandchildren, and everyone, my great-grandchildren, they're all here with me.
To ride on a motorcycle.
Okay, you nailed that one.
Yeah.
I think it's probably may sound corny, but just thankfulness that she has been able to live that long and cherishing the memories, good and bad, and wanting us to know that God has graced us and been good to us as a family. And I think that means a lot to her, because when talking to her, we always get on that subject of how grateful we should be.
Her 90th birthday wish was actually that she could go to Vegas. She brought the subject up to me probably about 2 or 3 months ago. And I tried to explain to her about the virus and the possibility of that not being so, but I still looked into it for her. But after thinking it over and praying about it and getting all the info, I just still felt in my spirit that it's just not the right timing for us to explore that with the busyness that's still going on in the Vegas area. One other thing that she discussed with me was being able to ride a motorcycle. So I had no idea that she even had interest in motorcycles. So those are the two things most recent that has been on her heart and that she shared concerning desires that she has.
Going to Vegas.
Sound like you done talked to somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. You answered that too with too much energy.
Yes. I said, well, we could have tried to get that going instead of her birthday celebration, but I'm making our business that we're going to still work on that. All of us grandchildren, we're going to work on that. And even if it be after her birthday, where we could be to travel with her and let her go to Vegas.
She always is family oriented. Always wanted to be centered around her family, and her care and her love for what she done, even in the past when she used to go to work in the wee of the morning times. You remember that, and when Garden City, when she worked at Union Camp, and how she just used to just labor. And even the times where it was Thanksgiving, she focused that even though she had to go to work, she still made sure that everybody was together and it was coming around her house and making sure, you guys was coming from Virginia and being there, she still had to work, but she made sure everybody was together. And you know, that's what I think, that she put the time in and the work, the effort in, and to always get us together. It's all about togetherness with Granny.
Man, I believe Granny's 90th birthday wish is simply, you know, seeing all her daughters, children, and all her daughters' children, everybody together, just to see. I mean, come on, man, you know, and what's so blessing about it, everybody blessed to be here.
Yeah.
Everybody under her wing is blessed to be here, man.
Yeah.
Who would want to see that? And you the head honcho?
Right.
And you want to see everything that derived under you right there, just to say, hey, I love you, just to say thank you, just to say we here. And we here all because of you. Come on, man.
Right. That's true, man.
That's it.
Nikki had pointed that out to me earlier. I hadn't even thought about that, but most families probably can't say that, bro.
Exactly, man.
I think I got it. It's a wish that I don't even know if she's wishing it right now, but to ride on a Harley Davidson motorcycle, and she probably will that day on her 90th birthday. It's almost a fact.
Maybe have another party, another gathering where everybody could be together, and you know, like if it wasn't COVID or whatnot. That's what I think, because you know, Granny simple. She don't ask for much, but I know she love family. And that's what I think her wish should be.
What's up, Granny? Happy 90th birthday, young lady. Sending you love on your special day. Mwah.